I am finally getting the hang of that timing. All right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next session of Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. I am your host, as always, Skajaramas, otherwise known as Tone Shift, and of course, with me today we have our lovely players. We have Hades Shadow 92 playing our Dark Knight Thanatos.
Bitches are gonna burn today.
We have Luminous Starlight playing the mascot of the party and the focus of our current quest line, Rocket the Chocobo, played by Luminous Starlight. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second.
When do we make the explodies happen?
Later. We have Darkness playing our paladin, Alistair.
The enemy be frying tonight.
And we have Tom 117Z playing our Elvan Ranger, Neathil.
We don't need luck for this. We have ammo.
Indeed.
I don't need luck. I have ammo. Thank you, Grunt.
Thank you, Grant.
Good grunt.
Yep. So,
I don't get that reference.
Mass Effect. So,
Mass Effect man.
to summarize where we left off, and
It was shit.
Yes, last session was kind of crap. I was going to skip that particular part, but all right. I still got.
No. By all means, just skip it. I just want to.
Yeah, I still got to go over what happened last session, though. So, to summarize, where we last left off, our party had recovered from their little scuffle with a highly trained mercenary assassin that had ambushed them in Sid's workshop in the middle of the night, dealing a nearly fatal injury to Rocket at the very start of that confrontation, before eventually being ganged up on by the whole party and taken out. He was hauled off to the prison, and the following morning, the party went to question him themselves, learning that his name was Roland, that he was a hired mercenary by Deviacorp to do their dirty work, essentially, eliminating threats, bringing back subjects that got away, that kind of thing, and attempted to persuade him to give them information on on Deviacorp's headquarters to help them in their upcoming raid on the facility. He presented them the counteroffer that he would provide whatever information they wanted if they paid his bail and got him out of prison. But with it well exceeding the party's current capacity for Gil, said offer wound up falling through. The party then soon relinked with Sid, who had finally completed the device they needed to track down Deviacorp's main headquarters. They boarded the Stargazer and departed from the city of Endlem and made their way to the Suto Forest. Part of the way there, Rocket experienced a strange dream seemingly being contacted by Diabolos himself to offer cryptic warnings, threats, and taunts, seemingly in a bid to get under her skin and demoralize her, which did not work nearly as well as anyone would have expected, if we're being totally honest. Rocket's a tough little bird for sounding like a kid.
He's an ugly motherfucker.
Oh, yes, he totally is.
She is our tank bird, and no one fucks with the tank bird.
More accurately, no one fucks with the white mage.
Yeah.
But Mika's not a white mage anymore.
She never was.
You made us think she was.
Yes, I made you
She
think
said she was.
I made you think she was, but she was never actually, statistically speaking, a white mage. She has, from the start, been statted as a red mage. Anyway,
What a twist.
I was dropping hints all over the place for you guys for that.
You mean like the sleep spell, which I thought was a white spell?
The sleep spell, the class she was taking in
thought
black
Mongol
magic, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I always thought she was just being Twilight and a nerd.
Twilight and a nerd is far more appropriate as a red mage than a black mage. Black mages blow things up. Red mages learn shit.
Plus, can't she go freaking
I'm sure since
Dragon
it's
Ball
for
laser
all-
beam of death?
I'm sure considering it's Twilight and it's like elements of everything, she'd be like to be called the Rainbow Mage.
No, that's if you turn Rainbow Dash into an alicorn.
Oh no.
Spoiler alert for the Little Flashes series.
No, I have no plans on doing that, but this is Final Fantasy we're doing here, not My Little Pony, so let's not alienate what tiny percentage of our audience we have, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's begin.
All right, so we begin on the Stargazer, the following morning after Diabolos' surprise visit. On the how many of you are up on deck right now?
All of us.
All right.
Yeah.
You can see the Suto Forest up ahead, and compared to other forests you have passed, it is different. Largely in the sense that the trees are colossal. They reach high into the sky and twist and wind around each other in these ornate knots and curls and coils. It's very elaborate and wild, with the roots being of enormous size and tunneling into the ground. The leaves' canopy is thick and dense and high. It's no real wonder that Deviacorp has been able to hide out here for so long, with the forest looking so hard to navigate as it does. There are a few other engineers up on the deck with you, and Sid, of course, at the wheel, looking ahead at the forest with narrowed eyes against the wind. That's the place. We're gonna need to take a few passes over top with that device I made. Soon as it starts beeping, we'll have a rough location. And once the light stops beeping and is just constantly on, we'll pretty much be right on top of them. We'll mark that on a map, set you guys down at the nearest edge, and hop to. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right. Keep your eyes peeled just in case of aerial threats. I don't want anything to get on top of us while we're working here. Biggs, you got the device? Aye, Captain. All right, keep your eye on that. The airship slowly lowers down and begins to fly over the Suto Forest, the leaves beneath you rustling as you pass. Now, Rocket, it's been a long time since you were here last, and your only memory of it was from inside. But all that being said, you do remember it. Quite clearly at that, because you ran through it in a panicked haze way back when. When you first escaped from Deviacorp itself, your whole thing was just to get out, and it was a confusing mess. It was wild, hectic, but you made your way. And staring at it from above is simultaneously unsettling and comforting. Unsettling because this is the place you came from, and it houses the institution that not only made you, but turned everything you knew on its head. But you're looking at it from above. You are higher than it. It's not so frightening when it's not towering over you. And you're able to find some comfort in that.
Good.
Indeed.
Should we roll for awareness if we're keeping an eye out?
Yeah, everyone roll me awareness checks, please.
Ooh, 14. Close.
He had it already. Wow.
There you go.
Nice.
My typing has increased since our time.
15.
Oh,
Fuck you, I was
bugger.
there.
Nice. 15, 14, shit, all right. Also, just as a heads up, I
Still
went
only counts as
Also, just as a heads up for everyone, I went ahead and I posted a video in chat, which is the music for the Suto Force Zone that we're in right now.
You were
Nice.
saying me?
I also
Also-
posted our expectation.
It seems
Thanatos
Rocket
rolled a
has
7.
eye.
Yeah, because he's probably hurling over the side.
Don't forget Mika.
Oh, yeah, shit, that's right. I got to go up on her sheet.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot she was here for a second.
Oh.
Keep.
It's a good thing you have me here. I'll never forget she's there.
Of course you won't.
Well, Nee, you may have bested me this time, but it still only counts as 1.
And all the other times I've bested you.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. Where the hell did I leave her sheet?
Uh-oh.
Ah, crap.
Uh-oh.
Stay
Tom,
with
I
us,
think you lost your
everyone.
cat girl.
No, I didn't lose her. She's in here somewhere. Hang on.
Probably looking for some new books.
Yeah, here she is. All right.
I'm back again.
All right. So, I just memorized the location there so I can find it easily enough. Come on, tell me the file look. Stop overwriting. Okay. All right. So, let's see your.
Good to know you came prepared.
Shh,
You're the one telling us to get our character sheets up.
I forgot she was there. Shut up. Yeah, she rolled a 12.
Still better than us.
All right. So.
Well, everybody's better than Thanatos.
Yep. So Thanatos is too queasy to really participate much in this particular scan of the environment, but the rest of you, Mika included, keep a very sharp eye out, looking out over the terrain. Every so often, large creatures sort of fly up, but they don't draw near the airship. If anything, they seem to be getting out of the way and flying away, startled and alarmed by the fast-moving, loudly chugging machination of metal and steam and energy that just goes right over their heads. So you're leaving a trail of startled birds in your wake, but nothing's flying up to meet you or attack you or cause any kind of trouble.
Does anybody think that this big, noisy machine and all these birds are pretty much going to tell them, oh yeah, they're above us?
I'm pretty
Either
sure we knew
that
that
or-
going out.
Either that or your puke would land on one of them, which would be unfortunate.
Fuck.
And funny.
Well, okay,
They
that's,
should
yeah,
decorate.
that's true.
Decorate the enemy before we get there.
That would be a very strange decoration.
It'd be
It would
funny.
also it'd be useful because they'd be too busy chucking their own guts up to fight.
Yeah. Oh god,
I mean,
what is this?
That's a valid point, but...
Who knew? We actually found something.
Oh god, it's everywhere!
Air sickness.
Hey, you think if we caught these birds and threw it at them, we could play a game of Angry Birds?
Oh,
Working full fall as usual.
Mika
Oh,
pats Rocket
damn.
on the side. I think we have enough Angry Birds already.
yes. Let's
she's not
send
angry
them,
yet.
Let's not send birds on a suicide mission. Let's just do this.
You know, there's an idea. We get a big slingshot and we
Oh no.
put rocket in it.
Don't you fucking dare!
And before Toad makes a game of it.
You see, you saying that has given me the idea. Thanks, Lumina.
Angry Rocket.
Speaking. All right. So, is the device find anything?
All right, back to the game. So, time passes. You all keep your eyes out, keeping a careful watch on the horizon for any threats. Every so often, Biggs gives a update to Sid, but so far you're not getting any pings. It's getting on towards the latter end of the day. The sun is gradually starting to dip towards the horizon, and you're now flying over a small break in the forest where a very wide river lazily cuts and carves a path through it for the Solitaria Bay up north. When finally, Biggs stands upright. Oh, I think we got something.
You found the beep beep.
Yep. The antenna on the end of the device is every couple seconds flashing with a blue light.
Well, at least we know we're in the right forest.
We're within 30 miles.
That.
We're within 30 miles. Now it's just a matter of narrowing down a direction. Sid very slowly begins to turn the wheel. This might take a while to narrow it down specifically. Biggs, keep an eye on that. Let me know if it gets faster. Aye. The airship continues its spiral for a while. Every so often, Biggs shouts out that it's getting faster. And finally, it's well past sunset, and you are right about here, when finally the light beeping is so rapid that finally it just stops beeping and just goes beep, beep, beep. One long note.
Bingo.
We're pretty much on top of him. Well, that's good. Sid nods over at the rest of you. All right, I'm taking us to the edge. Might be wise to rest up for the night before you head in, though. Just to make sure you have all your strength.
How suitable that beeping sounds like it went flatline, because that's what we're about to do to them.
Well, I wasn't really thinking of it like that when I was designing it, but, well, take what you can get, I suppose.
You can call me the dork one.
Let's
You're
see.
just the dork one.
Dorkiness Rising.
Oh, okay.
Says the elf dating the bookworm.
All right, so.
Okay, he's up.
Pout.
Bedtime, you two.
Pout.
Hey! I'll have you know I'm a buck cat, thank you.
All right.
The
The
I'm not
Stargazer.
even going to say anything to that.
The Stargazer pulls out off to the side over the course of the next hour, and eventually the wide branches and forest canopy of the pseudo-forest passes underneath you, and you come into this sort of long, open grassland that just stretches for miles and miles with barely any plant matter of any kind. It's just open grass, aside from the pseudo-forest right behind you. The Stargazer comes down and settles on the ground. The engines slowly taper off their sound. All right, I'll have my engineer set up watch. The rest of you, get some rest. Set out in the morning.
Make sure it's a very good watch because we're right outside their forest.
Oh yeah, it will be. It will be.
If you want a bit of extra help with that, we can do our usual rotation.
If you want.
Be a biggie.
If you want.
All right, Nate, you first.
That's how we usually do things. If you need me, I'll be up in the crow's nest.
All right. All right, Neothil takes position up in the crow's nest. I need you to make...
I feel like she might have been a bird in a past life.
I need Neothil to make an awareness check for her watch.
That's a bird horse, I think you find. But
Bird what? Bird ponies. Damn it.
Birds.
14.
14?
Nice.
All right. Okay, your watch passes uneventfully. Who are you waking up for watch 2?
Forget the order, wasn't it? Thanatos next.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
She stole my
I
13.
think it was
14.
me, Thanatos, Mika,
And me
and I'd say
last.
Rocket.
Believe
Or
so.
Rocket, that's one or two.
All right. Well, just roll your awareness checks in your order. And I'll get to you as we come. So, second watch, roll.
Keep your eyes open.
12. All right.
Now that we are on the ground, I can actually focus.
Yep. You stay closer to the ground with the various engineers and gunslingers that are on the ground, keeping an eye out. Every so often, some wild animal or other wanders out of the forest edge nearby, sort of gives you all this leery look and then trudges back in. You see a fair few interesting examples of the local wildlife, some more threatening looking than others, but they all seem perfectly content to leave you all to your own devices for now. Most of them seemingly only wandered over, curious as to all of the commotion from the airship landing and the various bits of noise that are still coming around from the people talking to each other on watch.
I mean, big ship and guys with guns. I don't think
Yes,
any
no.
animal in their right mind.
He's gonna fuck with that, yeah. They came
I'm
over to
just
check
kinda-
it. They came over to check it out and then went on their way. You're not bugging
Yeah, I've
them,
just
they're
kind
not
of
gonna bug you.
realized there's a slight irony of me having a character that likes high places because in real life I have a crippling fear of heights.
Oh.
Yeah, you and my brother would get along great. Anyways. So, next up, who's third watch?
Mika.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Mika's awareness is +4.
Can she see better in the dark, out of curiosity?
Not enough to
Oh,
really
okay.
matter on this front.
Hmm.
I mean, she still needs a source of light to see. She just
Entirely
does-
cat-like then.
I mean, you can't see in complete and total darkness. Even in the dead of night, there's still a little bit of illumination. Usually from, like, stars and shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
so, Mika's watch passes uneventfully. Fourth?
And that would be Alicia.
Yeah. No, would it be Rocket? But okay.
Pretty sure Rocket goes last.
Honestly, we'll probably accidentally change up massively, but
That's
okay.
all I can say. It's 4.
He is a
Thanks,
sleepy human.
Thanatos.
No,
She is a
no,
sissy.
that's not too bad. Don't worry. You're all right. Besides, nothing happens on
Alright.
your watch anyway.
Hmm.
And Rocket,
Need takes
awareness.
my 14.
All right.
And then
Nice.
Rocket's got like 7 awareness.
She is a very perceptive burb.
She
That
has
shit.
a robo eye with like TR-800 style scanning.
I just noticed these strange dice walls.
Does she have cybernetics with her ears? Or
No.
wait, no, birds don't have ears.
Oh, Rocket took my
I
14
mean,
too.
They do have it, it's just not in the same way we
All right,
have it.
so Rocket, during your watch,
Yeah.
you're keeping an eye on the forest edge. And now that you're on the ground and looking up at it, it's certainly more threatening than it was when you were in the air. And you can't help but feel just a small amount of apprehension at the thought of going back in there. Towards the latter end of your watch, as you're standing around, you hear Sid's voice behind you. Hey, how's it going out here?
Nothing yet, but I got a bad feeling.
He comes up next to you, and you can tell that he probably was trying to sleep a little bit ago, but it seems like it wasn't quite working for him. Well, when I first saw you walking into my office the room, rather, up in Animo, certainly wasn't expecting to soon find myself outside Pseudo Forest helping you all go in to destroy Deviacorp. It was the last thing I was expecting when I met you.
This has been my goal from the beginning.
Hmm.
Ever since I got out of Deviacorp.
Well, it's been one of my personal missions to bring them down for a long time, too. They've caused a lot of trouble.
And a lot of suffering.
That, too. I'm no stranger to it. Did you know, he leans back a bit, I was actually named after the founder of Linsalem?
You were?
Yeah. Sid. It's the name of the founder of the entire nation.
Neat.
Broke away from Vilsta some time back. A few millennia, I think. Wanted to work on advancing technology itself. Wanted to get away from some of the harsher regulations that were in place back over in Vilsta in regards to that. Came over here. Started a new life. Yeah, it's a big name to live up to.
Mm-hmm.
And then Deviacorp came along and took a massive shit all over my family's efforts to live up to it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna build up from scratch? It's not easy.
They killed Dr. Lazarus.
That was your father figure, right? The guy who
Yes.
essentially raised you after you woke up like this?
Yes. Sadly.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure you've got more than a few kicks of your own to give him, but when you're in there, give him a few from me too, yeah?
Okay.
And don't go getting yourself killed.
I'll try not to.
One good thing Deviacorp's made. Hate to see it go to waste.
Mm.
Pats you on the back and then turns to head back for the Stargazer. And that concludes your watch. Morning comes. The sun rises. It's a clear day, only a couple of clouds scattered around the sky. And as you're all steadily making your way out of the Stargazer and coming together to get ready to head in, you can hear the sounds of the forest livening up nearby. Animal calls, bird chirps, distant low rumbles of larger creatures passing by. It's a very, very active and alive environment you're about to walk into.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
This is it.
It's as if the forest is expecting us.
Yeah.
Oh. No matter what goes
There's a
on.
lot of life in forests like this.
Hmm.
Reminds me of home, in a way. Aside from, the evil mega corporation.
And the trees where you're from are not nearly this big.
She likes the big trees. Bigger the better.
All right.
Well, I can assure you, no beast nor tree will get in our way of taking down Deviacorp.
Yeah, let's hope we don't run into any grunweeds.
Ugh, don't remind me, please.
I don't think they're going to be the biggest thing we need to worry about.
All right.
But we're not
let's
going to
see
find
here.
out. We're just waiting around here. Ready to go, Rocket? This is
Yeah.
your show.
Then let's go.
Let's just hope we don't run into any high snoggwins.
You,
If
Maybe
we-
a robo high Snogwin.
If we do, I'm killing Tone and Fawn.
Who the hell
Who are
is
they?
who the hell is Tone and Fallen?
Nothing less.
It's Rocket's job to break the fourth wall. We're not allowed.
Nothing. Let's go. All right. All
I
right.
think we'd be fine as long as we stay away from any
Right.
rivers.
That's your Sid comes out. All right. You all heading out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'll keep the Stargazer parked here for a while. Few days at least. But just bear in mind, I might have to pull out depending on what happens, so don't be surprised if you come back and find us not here.
Well, it's
Understandable.
better you get out of here than we come back to find you a smoldering crater.
Hmm.
Is it? I said.
Hmm.
There's a checkpoint to the west of here, isn't there?
Dummy checkpoint, yes. It marks the border between Linsalem and Vilsta.
If we're not back in a couple days or something goes wrong, get out and we'll meet you there.
All right. Well, at the very least, I can leave a message with the people there to expect you and help you out.
Hmm. But if something does go horribly wrong and we don't, make sure someone else takes down this shithole.
Oh yeah, we know where it is now. They aren't getting away this time.
Hmm. Let's go, everyone.
All right, everybody.
You all ready?
Let's go. Let's go for a walk in the woods.
I have
All
a
right.
point.
All right.
Watch our backs.
Will do. Good luck. All right. And with that, you set off from the Stargazer and begin to steadily make your way into the Suto Forest. The ground beneath you rapidly fades from grass to very densely packed fragments of bark and long-decayed leaves and probably other less than ideal things and a lot of shrubbery. Not just grass, but large ferns, bushes, smaller trees, all kinds of different forms of foliage that makes traversing the terrain a little bit on the difficult side. Overhead, the curling and twisting and skeins of the tree trunks soon block out a lot of the sunlight into just sporadic small shafts and rays that paint spots on the terrain at your feet.
Yeah.
The ambience of the wildlife around you is loud and potent and varied, and the smell in the air is pungent and sharp.
Isn't this just great?
Yeah, they picked a lovely forest.
It's trees and grass and wildlife.
It's
Oh,
dense
lovely.
though, so it's hard to navigate. We're lucky
Yeah.
we know where we're going, or we could very easily get lost.
Indeed.
Well, it's not like we have a map leading us straight to the front door. Just have to keep an eye out.
All we have to do is to stay on whatever trail we're taking and stay together at all times.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
We all stay together. That means me, no climbing trees. Mika, no looking at every little thing and then getting excited.
she lets out a tired sigh and then nods.
Okay,
And
I can do
Thanatos.
that on the way back.
And no tripping over roots, Thanatos, or anything.
I have never
Show
tripped
off.
over my feet.
Except for the rope.
Yeah. Face first in the snow.
The rope never happened. Now let's go.
It did. I have it in my pocket.
And who knows? We could come across the very rare rope forest.
Then
Oh,
I'll-
I would
You'll get
love
roped
to see
into them.
something like that.
I will burn all of you. Now let's go.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
okay,
Thanatos,
let's
we're
focus.
just roping you along.
okay.
So, what do you think their logic was when they moved here, when they were decorating? Do you think they were like, first you must find another shrubbery, then you have to find. Then, when you have found these shrubbery, you must place it here beside this shrubbery, only slightly higher, so you get a 2-layer effect with a little path running down the middle?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
All I can really guess is that it's just a really dense environment, so strangers trying to find the place in it is going to be difficult.
And on that note, I need everyone to roll nature checks to successfully navigate through the forest, as it's getting much, much denser as you're getting deeper in.
Does,
Oh,
does
shit,
the
I was
ranger
gonna-
actually have nature?
Why couldn't it have been awareness?
Close enough. 11.
Fuckadoos.
Hey, Alistair has no idea.
Fuck this wood.
Is not great at nature, apparently.
All right.
Critical fail.
Yep.
I see fuck all.
So yeah, Alistair, you get distracted by a blue dragonfly that starts following the group, zipping around and buzzing around, and you're just like, ooh, that's amazing. And you're not paying
You know
attention.
they only
at
live
all.
for one day, right? Don't get too attached.
Even better.
Thanks for ruining my moment.
But the rest of you, except for Rocket, are able to sort of figure out where you're going. Rocket is a bit too, again, being under the canopy of the pseudo forest, and what it reminds her of is putting her very on edge. But you're able to. But the rest of you, with sort of let's see here, with okay, so Mika and Ni and Thanatos sort of take the head of the group, and eventually, about after a few hours of walking and working your way through the dense forestation, you eventually come to
I can
what?
sorry. I can imagine Thanatos and Mika using their swords and just cutting through it.
Probably. Anyways, as you are going, you eventually come to a clearing with a few rock formations jutting up from the ground. And up ahead, you actually see a chocobo. Regular yellow chocobo. Doesn't seem
Yellow.
to have noticed you. Pecking at the grass, seemingly at a bush.
Can I do an awareness check to the surroundings around it?
Yes, go ahead.
You know, honestly, with this whole Deviacorp thing, I expected it to have some kind of metal part.
Oh no!
And we've got another critical fail.
Okay, so you kind of look around, but you're just completely bewildered by the presence of this chocobo. Near as you can tell, their yellow chocobos are not native to this forest, so you're kind of confused.
Cough. Others, roll your dice.
I am doing it. Don't you worry about that.
Metagaming pigeon.
Oh, never mind. Rocket's done
Speaking
it.
of
I
pigeon,
don't know what you mean. I was just coughing.
She succeeded. What does she see?
Well, Mika and Rocket sort of look around on seeing this chocobo, scanning the environment for anything unusual or unsettling. And as you're looking around, you do catch sight of two others that are kind of scattered around. One is further back, and another is kind of hanging out behind one of the other rocks. They all just seem to be hanging out, minding their own business and eating.
why does this give me an uneasy feeling?
Just a clearing with some chocobos.
In a forest that's supposed to have the biggest Magitech bad guys of all time.
This is a bit strange.
Where we just ran through all of that forest with all those really nasty monsters.
Well, I don't see anything.
One of the
Either way,
choco- Okay, as you all are talking, one of the chocobos, the nearest one, suddenly lifts its head and turns to face you. Stares at you for a second before tilting its head.
Rocket, wanna
to translate?
talk? You wanna talk to it?
Tell him you're not a threat.
Right, you make a little chirping noise to try and indicate friendliness. Rocket?
Yeah.
Okay. The chocobo tilts its head the other way, opens its mouth. Intruder.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, that seems about right.
It's a machine.
And
I knew
can Nee just put an arrow in its head?
This is giving me Incredibles flashbacks. Disney's Incredibles.
Voice key incorrect.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll, me.
Alright. So, accuracy is...
Oh,
They
those
would use
monsters.
chocobos as a freaking.
Yeah, this is definitely Incredibles with that bird and Horace.
Yeah, it is.
I'm expecting a freaking alarm to start coming out of its mouth after you shoot it.
Key correct. Wait a second.
Oh,
That's 13 to hit. Plus 6. 32.
All right. So, Neothil, as soon as it utters the word intruder, you lift up your crossbow and fire off a shot, and you puncture it right in the chest. It staggers back a step with a loud shriek. It glares at you, and then its eyes begin to glow orange.
Rocket,
you
I
pissed
think
it
we
off.
might have found your evil siblings.
And its flesh, its feathers suddenly begin to fall out in rapid succession. And as they do, the flesh underneath you see is running, almost like tar down a flat wall, over its body.
Oh.
this
Give
is
me
some
the bat.
trippy shit right here.
Its low chirp suddenly transforms into a deep, ominous growl. Its body suddenly starting to like twist and bulge out with these sickening squishy, snappy sounds, almost like its entire internal structure is changing and morphing on the fly, and very rapidly it changes shape
Oh, fuck.
into, if I can find it, where did I put it? Ah, here it is.
Deviacorp's the new Skynet. Oh,
It
shit.
turns into this.
It is a mimetic polyalloy.
I love how it's just abomination.
The
It's
T.
mimetic polyalloy superior.
I see.
Oh.
Telling you make a lot of abominations in this game. You're gonna need to be a
no.
little more specific.
Well, anyways, so with that, we're entering combat, guys.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you shot it. And I'm guessing the other chocobos that weren't too far from her are the same kind of creature.
Yep, you see them shape-shifting as well and turning into these abominations.
Well, shit. And
Well, this is an
Probably-
interesting security system.
Talon is black.
all I see
You need
is
to.
black.
It's over on the right side of the map. It's a big map. I have like every layer of what's going on here.
Oh, there we
This
go.
one,
Here it is.
Yep.
Alright, I see it.
I'm looking for it.
It's up in the upper right.
All right. My goodness, this is going to be a large map.
It is very large, yes.
All right, so
Yeah.
if this is at all based on the T1000, then surely ice would be its weakness. But this is just assuming.
I did not base it on anything except my own twisted and broken up
Yeah, 'cause
imagination.
I know you don't watch the Terminator, but it does feel like the T1000.
Oh,
really gets-
lovely. So,
Isn't the
This is
T1000 made of liquid metal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this ain't that. This ain't metal. This is pseudo-amorphous flesh.
Still, it's
Oh,
kind of the same
no,
deal. It's
these
like
are
a
mimics.
liquid, a silver liquid thing that morphs into whatever shape it wants. Yeah.
lovely.
Well, anyways, what you doing, people? It's your turn.
We shall
hey,
attack!
Neothil's
Blast
already
it.
acted, so she can't this round except for movement.
Thanatos, blast the fuck out of it.
I'm actually gonna start with sword.
Really?
Gonna.
So focus on this one, because the other two have to presumably reach us still. That's the closest.
I'd say I'm trying to preserve my magic.
So these are rocks around it, right?
Yeah, the gray jagged thingies are rocks.
I wonder if they're a facade. We'll see.
And 12.
12 to hit.
Yep.
All right, that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. $29. All right. Thanatos pulls out the vermilion edge and charges in at the nearest abomination and plunges it up into the underside of its jaw, and it stabs out the top of its head. And its rancid breath washes over you, and it is indescribable. It's like rotting skunk that had been dipped in tomato sauce and left in the desert for a month. It is horrible smelling.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't have breakfast this morning. Oh,
As you rip your blade back out, there's a splatter of this icky grayish substance that just sloshes across the ground beneath you, and the hole you made in its chin and head start to slowly fill in with material from around it.
ew. Guys,
You
looks like-
did do damage, mind you.
but apparently they don't mind it too much.
It can fix itself on the outside, but on the
You
inside,
discern from this that it regains 8 HP per round. It has 8 HP regeneration.
We need
Great.
big damaging attacks, like whole chunks of it out at a time.
all right,
Mika?
all right. Mika or Rocket, do something.
Well, Rocket can't, can she? She
She can do whatever.
She can kick it.
All right then.
All right, who's going?
I mean, Mika, you have a powerful spell for that one?
Hang on, Mika's character sheet just crashed.
Oh dear.
All right.
It has a very bad habit of doing that when I'm using it. I don't know why.
This does
Right.
feel like the T1000 though, even
Fine.
more, because I just thought that if this is the T1000, then Rock is the T800.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so while he's fixing the character sheet, Rocket, kick it.
It doesn't have balls, but kick it hard, it will feel it anyway.
Just imagine them. Feel good. 16 to
That's
hit.
16 to hit. Jesus.
That will hit. Roll damage. Jesus.
Charge!
8 accuracy. I'd like to see anything that she can't hit.
You'd be surprised.
Just like you'd be
Yeah,
surprised
that
what you
always
live through.
wins.
All right, 25
That's
damage. All right, so as it's sort of looming over you, Thanatos, after you plunge your blade into it, Rocket comes zipping up to your side, sort of jumps over this spike of rock right here, and plunges her organic leg into the abomination's face, causing it to slide back a couple feet and sort of splatter against the other rock back here, before starting to pull itself away. It's looking pretty hurt, you guys. Alistair, what are you doing?
Fuck it, I
Smack
took a
it.
shot of it. It's been a
Say
while.
smack it.
All right.
I smacked the bastard. Hit!
Okay.
No!
Oh dear. Okay.
Critical fail.
Well then, Alistair. I
Fuck my luck.
okay.
Ugh.
All right, Alistair, I need you to roll me a d4, please.
Oh god.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm
How
fucked.
do you cock this one up?
I don't fucking know. The dice hate me. Is it 1 or 2?
Just one d4.
Hey. Oh, good of you. Does that mean
Okay.
death?
What
So,
does that mean?
what it means is Alistair goes to step forward to help his friends, but trips on a spare root that's jutting up out of the ground halfway there, and falls flat on his face and can do nothing else for the rest of the round. And next turn, he's going to
Alistair,
have
you
to...
do remember that's Thanatos' job, right?
Fucking Venator. You cursed me.
Doesn't feel too good now, does it?
All right, let's see here. I'm going to have Mika run up here. Let's see here. How far can she move? Because remember, you can move a medium range. Okay, yeah, she can get there. I'm going to have Mika come up to this rock, which kind of is up at a slope. Like this part right here is like connected to the ground, and this part right here is a spike that's over it. She is going to run up this side of the rock and try and attack this thingy from behind with her tome sword, which has an accuracy, and her attack is an accuracy of 3. That is an 11 to hit. That is an 11 to hit.
Considered tier 3, isn't it?
Yes.
Damn it.
Let's see here.
Well.
See here. Let me make sure I'm.
That's still a lot of damage. That's still more than what we did to it.
All right. Yep. And as she sort of runs up along the rock, she puts her sword essentially between its eyes and drags it all the way back along to the tip of its tail, and it like sags, like it's on the verge of falling apart. But that is the party's turn.
If only one of our members actually managed to get that extra hit in.
Let's see here.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be the session nicknamed Snake Eyes.
Probably. I mean, how many critical fails have we rolled in this
3
one
now.
game?
3.
Well, anyways, it is going to use one of its abilities entitled Gnashing Fangs.
And it will be attacking.
Let me roll to find out.
Probably me because I'm flat on the ground.
No,
Well, you're kind of out of range.
you're not in melee range. It is actually attacking Rocket.
Oh.
Well, it picked the wrong one because Rocket cannot be hit except by a gun.
Well, we shall see. I mean, she has got a high...
What's your avoidance, Rocket?
11.
Ooh, just barely.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I used the wrong number for that. It's supposed to be a 3, not a 7.
Yeah, so that
it
means...
has a +3
it'd be
to
8,
accuracy.
so it'd be down.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so it just hits you. Just. What's your armor again? 8?
No, hers is 12.
Okay, let's see. Armor,
12.
12. Magic armor, 4. +2 resistance.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
okay, so you take 20 points of damage total, and your avoidance suffers a -2 penalty for the rest of the combat encounter.
Are you kidding?
It can only use that attack once when it's under 50 hit points.
Does that
Don't
work
worry,
like...
two can play in that game.
All right, so it opens its mouth and like fangs that seem to be made up of discarded chocobo beak poke out of its undulating maw and bite down Rocket on your wing as you like turn to try and get away. It digs in, thrashes its head around a bit, and then pulls back. And yeah, it hurts.
I just realized its eyes are glowing orange, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
In other words, they're glowing amber.
Yeah.
Possibly.
That explains
Okay.
All right, let's see here. This one is going to jump up behind Mika and is going to use Hard Bite.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You'll make the elf mad.
Let's see here. Mika's avoidance is 6, so she got hit.
This one is getting disabled shots next time. See how it likes getting its avoidance down.
All right, so let's see here. Okay. 6. 30 minus Mika's armor, which is 8. 29. Mika takes 29 damage. It comes up behind her, same deal. Various bits of chocobo beak jut out of its mouth, and it like clamps down onto the back of Mika's shoulder. Like, ah! And she like shoves it off before spinning around to face it. Son of a bitch! And this last one, is going to position itself here in a position where it can't be easily gotten at. And it is going to spit acidic bile at...
Oh, great. It's going to spit.
It's going to spit at Thanatos.
Yay!
So, what is your avoidance there, Thanatos?
6.
I think it hit you.
Oh, gee, I wonder.
All right. And your armor is 12, yes?
Indeed.
All right, so that is 16 damage to Thanatos. As this abomination suddenly leans back, his throat bulges, and it just spits out this big glob of bile that splatters against your side, and you stagger a bit. Ugh, it smells awful, and it burns at your skin and at your clothes. It's really rancid, but it's not too bad. And with that, it is back to the pate.
He is targeting the one that hit Mika.
Okay,
With a disabling shot, that's a 13 to hit.
that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Oh, you did not just do that. 6 plus 26. And this will be a disabling shot to get it -2 accuracy. I think.
-2 accuracy.
Yep. 30 damage.
30 damage. And its accuracy, if you will give me just a second here, is reduced. All right.
Relocate slightly as well to say, yeah, there you'll.
I thought for a second he was going to let it slip what its accuracy was.
Well,
I mean,
its accuracy is +3. Just look at the dice rolls, we can see it.
from pretty much all but one of its attacks, it's +3. For its ranged, it's +4.
So now it's +1/+2.
Yep. All right, so who's next? That's Neothil.
All right.
Someone finish off the hurt one.
Rocket.
Is my
Rocket.
accuracy -2?
It was your avoidance that I was penalizing, I think.
I'd
Oh.
say it was your avoidance. Your accuracy is still fine.
Yeah, so you
I'll
can
take
get,
it.
so you'll get hit more easily now.
It's still 9.
9.
That's not as much as 11.
Sorry for that. I had to put my
Come on,
finger on
Rocket.
charge.
11, that hits. Roll damage.
Even with a roll, even with a low roll, she hits it.
Let me put it to this way. I'll tell you this much. Rocket would have to roll a critical failure to miss hitting one of these things with a regular attack.
Jesus.
You are one off from a critical fail. I do need to know, is Thanatos suffering any effects from that disgusting
Nah.
spit?
She does not seem to be. No, he does not seem to be, no. All right, so.
You just call me a she.
Sorry, I was thinking about
It's the
Rocket
long
at the
hair.
moment. All right,
Okay.
so, Rocket. You, as the abomination that just, bit at you is rearing back and getting ready to do something else, you're like, oh, fuck you. And you, like, lunge your beak forward, you peck it right between the eyes, you tunnel in and then lurch back, essentially having just yanked out what its equivalent of a brain is, and the whole thing just dissolves into nothing onto the ground. So
Asperabista.
Like I said, the
baby.
tier 100 always wins.
Yeah.
that creature's dead.
That's disgusting.
It
All right.
is.
It's time for a fireball.
All right.
Mm.
Which one are you targeting?
Definitely that. One by me,
That one.
maybe?
All right,
Oh,
the
no.
one that spat at you. Gotcha.
$36 damage, and that's 5 MP for a fireball.
Okay, let's see. That was 36 damage, you said? Let me double check its elemental things. All right, I need to pull up a calculator.
Oh.
Please,
Hey!
please take extra fire damage. Please take extra fire damage.
That's 54
Oh, they
points of
made it
damage.
special. It makes sense.
Let's see here. And that's 5 MP away from Thanatos for casting fire. All right, so you quickly conjure up a ball of flame in your hand, pitch back, and chuck it like a fucking baseball, and it explodes across the front of the abomination. Its whole body like undulates and twitches and spasms as the flames are like, and you can see like dark patches now in the swirling mass of flesh that comprises its body. And from this, you discern it takes 50% additional damage when hit by fire.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna get Asperabista babied.
All right. So that's Rocket, Thanatos, and Nee. Alistair, what are you doing?
Well, for one thing, I want to be out of the range of these two fuckers. So
Well, you're
I wanna
pretty
probably
much out of
move-
range of everything.
yeah, but I just want to move a bit back, a bit more to be a safe distance and heal up.
I think
Mika.
we can save off on the healing right now because we haven't, or maybe kind of patch Mika up if you want.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I
mean,
was saying.
he has the least hit points, is the most hurt, by comparison.
She's right next to that thing. So yeah, I'm still going to go with the original plan of healing her and moving back. So I
Okay.
move about maybe here would be all right.
All right.
Sure. Like I said,
And
you're
here.
out of range pretty much everyone.
All right.
It's always good to be cautious.
Right. Now, cure the cat.
Mm-hmm. So that'd be mind. It's double mind, right?
This is
Yes.
for level 1 cure? Yes. All right, so Mika gets back 28 HP. So
All but
she-
1 HP. Because she did 29 damage. So.
All right, so she's up to 121.
Oh, hang on, wait. Oh shit.
What?
Whoopsie doodles.
Oh yeah, his staff got an upgrade.
My mind is 13, so that would be 4 more.
Oh, so,
So in other words, she's just back at full.
all right.
Whoopsie.
She's just back at full now. We'll just
You
say
don't need to calculate Alice anymore, she's at full. So
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so Alistair plonks the bottom of a staff on the ground, waves his hand, and swirling lights wash over Mika, and she's like,
Ah, much better.
now it's her
You're
turn.
welcome.
now kill it.
Let me check what she has here.
Does she have anything that has fire?
She does not have fire. Her highest dealing damage spell is Blizzara, and that takes 20 MP.
So
Oh.
yeah, let's not.
Let's
Do that.
save all our best attacks for the big fight.
Because I'm pretty sure we don't have a.
just remember, when we encounter robotic enemies, which we inevitably will, lightning.
And that's where I come in.
Let's see here.
And me, because I have a weapon blast.
Lightning.
Okay, so yep, Mika is just going to use a regular sword strike. So ACC 3. That is a 7. I believe that just hits. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so their avoidance is 7.
She deals 33 damage to this one. And sort of gives it a quick carve across the front. And then she's going to do a traditional red mage thing, and she's going to jump off of this one and land right here to put some distance between herself and that one, and create a barrier between the spitty one and Thanatos so that it can't spit him again.
Very nice.
Let's see here. And that is the party's go. Back to the abominations. This one here is going to get pissy and is going to charge at Mika, and is
Oh,
going
that is unwise.
and it is going to attempt to bite her. Let's see here. So
It didn't see what happened when its buddy tried that.
I just don't think it cares.
Get your filthy jaws off her,
See here.
you
A
bitch.
7 to hit for Mika's avoidance of 6. Yep, that'll hit.
Damn it.
30 minus 8.
So is it just Rocket's
Oh.
class that lets her have all that avoidance? Or
I think so, yeah. So that is 31 damage Mika just took. As the thing comes in and kind of does a chocobo kick of its own, like hitting her in the chest with one of its big meaty legs and causing her to slide back a foot. And then this one
ugly
up
bastard.
here is going to survey the scene, is going to realize that Thanatos can chuck fire, and it's going to come down on him.
Remember the -2 for this one to accuracy.
Right.
Bring it on.
What's your avoidance, Thanatos?
6.
6. Well, it hit.
Ooh.
Just barely.
Just barely.
Yep. So it is using hard bite. That
So
is
it goes
26
at
damage
6
to
avoidance?
Thanatos as it comes in from the side and bites down on you.
Fuck. Damn it.
Back to the party.
This other rock over here, is there a way to, like, what Mika did earlier to get on top of it?
For that one, you'd have to start on the bottom edge. And the second one over here is kind of a slope up. Like this right
Is
here
there
is
a
the
line
height
of
of it.
sight between here and here?
What about
Uh,
this one? If we deal with
Well,
this
just attack the
creature
one
here,
that's.
There is
And
line
then
of
could
sight
you
from
get up that
about
one?
there.
Which I can make. Alright.
I'm being bitten by this one. She goes off to save her Mika. I can see who she values more.
Well, I mean, you're her friend because the girl that she's in love with. So,
And Mika's
You
more
know.
squishy. She doesn't have as many hit
Yes.
points.
That's
yes. There are many
don't
reasons.
worry.
In other
Don't
words,
worry.
Thanatos, suck it up.
Don't
Gee,
worry, Dark
thanks.
Knight of Mischief. I'm here to heal you. Here you go.
Dark Knight of Mischief.
14.
Yes,
You can
that's
wait
what
till
you
I'm
are
attacked.
now.
Thanatos, what were you rolling just
2d6.
there?
But
That's me.
Well, yeah, what was
I
that?
mean-
Cure?
that's
Yeah.
pure.
Ah,
For
who?
Mika, I suppose.
No, for you, Thanatos. Why do you
Oh,
say I'm here
Thank
for you?
you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, my attack, meanwhile, is 36 damage to that one.
All right. 36 damage. Oh, a little Pokemon recovery jingle just played in my ears for some reason. Odd. Anyways. So, Neothil. You fire off a shot and it kind of just shoots right through the thing. It staggers back. It's looking pretty fucked up. And I believe that's everyone now, right? No, wait. No,
Mhm.
that was just Neothil. Sorry, I was thinking about last round.
Yeah, what the heck?
That's just.
Not me.
So,
that's
so, so,
just me.
so Neothil and Alistair have gone. Thanatos, you.
I am going to take a sword slash at this one that is biting me.
All right.
Oh, wait, shit. I need to do accuracy. I keep forgetting that.
Well, we know how much damage if you hit. No, it's just wishful thinking.
Did I get to attack?
If you got to move up to one, but yeah, you can totally do that this round.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Which one are you attacking?
This one.
Okay. All right.
And that's a
that'll
10 to
so,
hit.
So 28 damage from Thanatos.
That's a definite hit from Rocket.
Roll damage, Rocket. All right.
Say, let's finish it.
All right. So, Thanatos and Rocket, you do kind of a tag team where, like, Thanatos, you, like, quickly slash it across the face from right to left, and as it's staggering off to the side, Rocket, you come charging in from Thanatos' left and, like, body slam it, contradicting its momentum and causing it to, like, stagger back up the rock this way. All right.
It still lives. Mika, kill the other one.
Mika is going to lunge forward towards the one that Neothil just shot and is going to make her attack. I'm going to double check her accuracy again. 3. Okay.
Be careful, Mika.
That is a
Oh!
that is a critical hit.
Kazoo!
Okay. Well then.
And Mika
Success.
gets her spot in this. Oh my goodness.
Roll! Crit!
Okay.
Ooh.
So, Mika
It's full.
looks towards the as she's charging forward, sort of runs her hand along her sword, and like red runes suddenly glow along the edge, and when she slashes it, it just fucking explodes. The abomination just scatters all across back here. So I'm just gonna fucking delete that token. And
Oh,
That's how we do it.
she grins
Nice.
back at you and goes back into the fray. So let me just real quickly draw in the, frankly, the mess she just made.
He just got
Jeez.
terminated, fucker.
He's over
You're
there,
fine,
over there, and up there.
He's all that. That is what he is now.
Ooh.
Yep, he just scattered. All right, now I believe that's everyone.
Yeah, repair
Yep.
that, bitch.
The last one is going to...
Shit himself.
No, it doesn't know fear. It's going to see that Mika just blew up one of its comrades, and it's going to, for that moment, identify her as the biggest threat. And so it's going to
hell?
lunge over at her and try to bite at her. I'm going to delete its buddy, because I don't need
Who
it anymore.
played the MOP? I heard a tune.
So did I. It's a 9 to hit, and Mika's avoidance is 6, so she definitely gets hit.
Bugger.
let's see here. So it is using its hard-hitting attack, per usual. So that is 25 points of damage to Mika as the abomination comes down on her. Crunches down. She sort of sags under its weight. Back to the party.
Hang in there, Mika. Heal is on the way.
You healing her?
Yep.
All right,
She's at 99. Nice.
99.
Well,
99 problems and that great shit ain't one.
14 to hit.
That'll hit. Damage.
32.
How do you want to do this?
Hey!
Oh.
Well, since it's just taken a big bite out of Mika, I assume his mouth is still open, right?
Yep.
Right down his gullet.
Okay. Phil, you take careful aim, you fire off a shot, it flies down the abomination's mouth that, like, clamps its mouth shut the second it flies in. And then just dissolves. Just.
Oh, that was lovely.
That was Amber.
Thumbs up all around.
And it was.
That was disgusting.
Yeah,
And revolting.
we're gonna need a bath after this.
If we wanted proof that they were experimenting and, Diablos' thralls, there we are. Aside from Rocket's dream.
There you go.
Right, is
I
everyone
must
okay?
say, Mika, you made quite the mess.
Let's keep moving.
All right.
Nice recovery.
All right.
I will be right back. Just a quick deal to the bathroom.
Okay. We'll wait for him to get back.
Where have
Well,
we
our
been
tokens
stuck
just
to?
vanished.
And there isn't any real loot of note on the in the dissolved remains of the abomination.
Yeah, I was
sadly.
gonna say that makes sense because it is a gloopy mess of a creature. He wouldn't have loot. He has no need of it.
Yeah. Considering they can partially change their shape at will. Yeah. All right.
Oh, that would be interesting. Little small parts of it tricking someone just to be a dick while it's dead.
I mean,
loot.
why do you think it initially opened up looking like a chocobo?
Yeah. As soon as you touch those coins, you just freaking dissolve in your hand. Ew. Yuck.
All right.
Nasty creature.
Well, the group carries on. Mostly just do some general environmental descriptions as we're waiting on Thanatos.
All right, he's here.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
All right.
Whoa, good timing.
All right. So, following the brief scuffle with those strange creatures, you continue on your way through the woods, working your way through the dense forestation, following what you remember of the route and your nature checks from before to find your way, and eventually, Rocket, you begin to feel a degree of familiarity with the area you're in.
Ah.
You're starting to recognize certain little bits that had briefly caught your attention subconsciously when you'd been running through here all that time ago. You're close.
We're close.
Oh boy.
And then
Also,
yes?
before we move on, Alistair wanted to throw Alistair one of my ethers.
Okay. So that he can get some MP back.
Thanks.
All right.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Wait, I don't need any. I'm full.
No,
No,
you're at
you-
36.
Well, I have to say you used cure like 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah, so he gets back 12.
There you go.
So he's up to
Thanks, that
41
would be
MP
useful.
now. All
Never
right.
said I didn't. Never say I never gave you anything.
All right. Now then. Okay. And finally, you come to a very large open clearing. Rocket, you kind of took the lead subconsciously a while back after you started noticing the similarities and familiar landmarks. And so when you finally step out into this larger clearing, which, by the way, on the map that we're currently on is just to the left of the clearing you were just in.
Well, we wouldn't know because it's all black, but hang on. There we go.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You see...
Rocks.
You
Was it-
see
Oh, shit.
What's
all
that?
of that. You see a very large open clearing
What are those?
with a few rocks jutting out of it. And at the very end, you see, sort of concealed by foliage, but Rocket, you can pick it out anywhere. You ran away from it a ways back. You see a very large metal door sort of impressed and hidden in the side of a large dirt stone cliff face. And you remember what this is. This is the hangar bay entrance.
The hangar.
Yep, for the garage, essentially, for things like Magitech engines and Reapers and any kind of larger vehicles Deviacorp might have had developed. This is where you left. That's the door you fled from.
Hmm.
We going in the right direction, Rocket?
Think we can get in this way?
Yes, we can, but we're gonna need to be careful of the turrets.
Well,
Right.
Thanatos, you have your lightning spell. That will come in handy.
So yeah, so we can see these turrets, right?
Yeah, you can see them. Two Magitech turrets, stationary, are positioned on either side of the door and are slowly rotating back and forth, humming and rattling as they go.
Trying to make it all the way across the clearing to them is probably suicide. What we really
Alright,
need is use these rocks
is there-
for cover.
All right, here's a
Yes.
question. Here's an
I was
idea.
gonna say, is there possible that one
What's
of us
it?
could sneak up?
Hey guys, I got an idea.
Hmm.
Okay, so our best weapons against deals like this is my lightning spell and Knee's dagger.
But the problem
Yes,
is, like,
but she needs to
I
sneak
doubt I'll be
up
able
on
to get
one.
close anytime soon without getting shot to shit in the process.
Hmm.
Because on looking at the
I
what's
mean,
the medium movement, we can move about that far every single turn.
okay,
So,
So-
yeah.
Although you can shoot at a long range with
Uh.
your crossbow, it would just be it'd suffer -4 penalty to accuracy to do so.
I know. I'm talking about. We're talking about my dagger. I can't really get close to that.
Ah,
So
Yeah, it's a pain.
what
Shame.
I'm saying is, since I'm the sneaky one, we go one at a time to try and sneak closer and take cover behind these rocks, and then focus on our fire on one at a time, and try and take out these turrets from a range, which would be Rocket and Alistair. You wouldn't be able to help with that. But
actually, Alistair does have a long range spell.
Hmm.
Was it
Yes, what
Dia?
is it?
yeah, dear.
Well,
Yeah. Alright, so Alistair can help, Rocket can't, but me, Alistair, Thanatos, and Mika can all focus fire on one. Thanatos in particular because of his lightning spell. That's a machine to lock up.
Indeed.
The problem is trying to get all of us into cover before that happens, to a reasonable distance so we can hit them.
I mean, what if we went along the tree line?
Can do that as well, but again, it's just a matter of sneaking and not being spotted.
Yeah, I was gonna
OC
say, I
come
mean,
down
is there
to
a
stealth
way we-
rolls.
Yeah. This is one of the things that as long as we stay out the vision and the range of guns,
I-
we're going to take them out.
All right, so
Right,
yeah, like
I'm going to try and go first and head towards this middle rock and take cover behind it. The rest of you need to try and get into positions of your own.
Alright.
Where do you think
Alright.
that'll be best?
All right, Neothel, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, please.
I'm still discussing with them where they're going to go. So I'm not
all right,
going
so
yet.
yeah, Nee can go to this one, and let's say have Mika go with her,
Okay.
and the rest of us can follow me to this one to the left.
If you're going to that one, you should follow the tree line
Hmm.
around.
I was thinking because if your your dagger does the lightning damage, if there
Yeah,
was
she's
a way,
With a turret,
if
you're
there was a
not
way
going
you
to
could
get
go
anywhere
along
near
the
it.
tree line and, like, I don't know, stab it into that one.
No.
That is a
Found the
good
tracks.
point. If I can get to that one, but that would also. All right.
Thanatos could take out this one.
Well, no, we don't. Depending on how strong they are, I could sneak along this tree line using the branches of a cover and attack this one. At which point we could all focus fire. The only issue is that that would leave me exposed to this one, so we'd have to take that one out quickly as well.
Well, hopefully around that time, Thanatos.
But if I can get a sneak attack, I do have the ambush ability. So
I mean,
hang on, one of
if
them's
you
going to
guys-
disappear from the screen for a second. Don't worry too much about it. I'm just adjusting some stats. Okay, it's back in place.
Right.
Okay, so if me can get a sneak critical on one of these with her dagger, that's going to be a shit ton of damage.
all right.
And if you
And
like,
so let's have her and
Let me
Mika.
get into position first, just
Alright.
so we're not tripping over each other.
All right, so yeah, me take the tree line to that one on the upper part of the map.
The one up top.
Yep.
All right, so that'll be a stealth check.
Go ahead and position yourselves where you want to go, and then roll stealth checks to see how well you execute this.
I'll go first. So I want to try and get the tree line just out of sight, but close to it.
All right, and Mika's tagging along.
Well, that was when we were going to the rock. Does Mika want to tag along all the way to here?
Oh man, I
So-
figured.
She'll tag along to about this spot here. She wants to at least give you some cover in case things go south.
All right. I'm gonna roll mine. Let me just remind myself what my stealth is. It's plus
And the rest of you are going down here, yes?
So yeah, hold on, let me just grab my token.
10.
10. All right, let me roll Mika's stealth.
So yeah, my
12.
idea is,
Okay.
I mean, if we get behind this rock, then I can't target this one, can I?
you got-
You can.
Well, I mean, for the first one, we're all going to be focusing fire on this one anyway, which you can see, and then you can reposition
That
the
is
second
true.
one.
Yeah,
Alright.
that'll be fun.
Okay, so
All right.
now then, Thanatos, Alistair, and Rocket also need to make stealth checks.
Okay.
Oh dear.
But yeah, if you could fry that need, then we can focus on the other one.
All right, let's just see here. Okay,
Oh, it sounds
stealth.
okay.
All right, stealth is +2. Please. 9.
13.
Oh god, I
because
should have.
Rocket
more
finally
stealth.
invested in some stealth.
Yeah,
That
I
should.
definitely should have.
All right. Now,
And Alistair.
me a
Alistair. Alistair.
Give me a moment, because remember, you're the one that convinced me for more for systems instead of stealth, which I like more stealth, thanks. Let's see. 2 for stealth, great. I don't have high hopes for this one. Oh.
9, same as me.
Oh.
So,
All right.
Oh.
so
Okay.
yeah, well, it's
Please tell me that's enough.
Well, we'll find out.
Thanatos,
roll.
your numbers.
7.
Oh.
Ooh, it
All
is.
right. Yep.
Holy shit.
So that
Yeah.
is enough. That was a roll for both of them. You are able to sneak into position undetected by the magic
Alright.
turrets.
All right. Stab it.
For ambush, what's the added damage modifier?
For Ranger ambush,
Yes.
let me double check your class page. Ranger darkness. Your thing is making.
I know,
loud
sorry, I
noise.
had to adjust my leg and hit the cable.
All physical attacks in the preemptive round of combat. Let's see here. It increases by 1 step, so your multipliers increase by 1 for
So,
all
yeah.
physical damage for the preemptive round of combat.
Cool. All right. Stab it.
All right.
So yeah, so it'll be ×3 for Storm. All right.
Alrighty.
All right. So our plan of attack is I'm going to stab it first with the dagger, and then Thanatos, you're going to hit it with lightning.
Yep. And then if it's not down by then,
Everyone
Mika
else finish it off.
can do something.
And then same deal with this one though. Next one I'll
Wow.
probably have to.
Well, if,
Next
Yeah,
one
well-
I'd have to shoot because I can't get close to it in time. But
Indeed.
anyway,
well, let's
Alright,
see how much
so
damage
roll
you
hits.
do,
Go
and
ahead.
then see if we need Thanatos.
Right, go ahead and roll attack, Tom.
Right. 2d6 plus 4.
Come on,
let-
dagger. Fry its circuitry.
8.
Well, its avoidance is 3, so you hit.
I mean,
it's
how
a
does,
stationary target.
I'm about to say, how does a turret avoid?
2d6.
Come on, fry it
so-
so Thanatos can use his
So
spell
yeah,
somewhere else.
increase by
Normally
1
the
step.
11, so 22, 33. So plus 33, and it's lightning damage. 43.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
So let's see what happens.
So that's 86 damage in total.
Double it.
Neothil, you plunge your dagger into the back of the turret. It spazzes for a second, and then it is out.
Did it?
Yes.
Told ya. Now,
Yeah.
Thanatos, take out the
Very
other one.
nice.
You have a movement, you
told
can do it.
They have 50 hit points.
Actually, has the other one noticed that this one's out?
As a turret.
let's
I don't
find,
think
let's,
it would.
let's find out.
You were pretty silent.
Yeah.
It does
No.
not.
No.
It was looking this way.
Take out the other one too.
Now, allow me.
Yes.
I mean, hold on.
Vaporize it.
What if I snuck around the other way and did the same thing to that one?
Let me have this knee.
Remember the plan. You take
Alright.
out one, Thanatos.
All right,
takes
Tom, it's time for a lightning attack.
All right, taking away 5 MP.
Little bit of thunder.
Okay,
Oh my god, it's in sync.
Alrighty.
Another 1 free.
All right. Well then. So, you
68 damage.
Yep. So you come around the edge of the rock, you lift your hand up, a bolt of electricity sort of forms in it. You push it out. You hit the Magitech turret, and it just explodes. It's gone.
Nailed
You are
that.
the biggest link.
Hey,
Goodbye.
I say knee. Teamwork.
teamwork, teamwork, lightning for the win.
Our plan
Teamwork
worked.
makes the dream work.
All right.
Yeah.
Lightning is very useful.
All right.
Dual
Indeed.
assassination.
That's why I thought it'd be good against them. We did it.
All right. So
Let's
doing that.
proceed.
So Nietzsche's just gonna kind of glance through the trees at the other, just thumbs up. Hey.
Let's see here.
And Thanatos thumbs up back.
Let's see here. Mika comes to join you.
That was awesome.
I know, right? That's so cool.
Right, everyone
right.
get healed up before
How
we
about you don't
go
stand
in.
directly in the doorway in the line of sight first?
I lost hold
Holy-
of my thing.
All right, so yeah,
There
let's
we go.
move up.
Door open.
Rocket, you coming?
All right, rocket. Let's go.
Right,
Where's
everyone,
the control panel for this thing?
get yourself healed up as best you can.
You roll an awareness check, Tom, if you're looking for the access panel.
Well, that's what I was going to, because I got the systems, I guess.
11.
You do not see an access panel on the outside.
Huh.
Um,
Rocket, how did you get this thing open? Or is there one on, one on
To,
the
uh,
inside?
to explain for Lumina, Rocket was not actually the one who opened the door. Lazarus
Lazarus.
was, and he did it remotely from a different part of the facility. He guided her out while remaining in a room himself, opening any
So-
locked doors in her way and activating elevators that normally would be inaccessible.
Is
so
there
how
any
do
kind
how
of
do we get in?
panel, junction box, anything slightly electronic looking?
Not that you can see.
Can we
No
lift
air
the
vents?
door?
It's not a lift door. It opens sideways. It's like it opens vertically, or like
Okay,
there's a vertical
Let me
split. that opens
rephrase.
to
Okay, let me
sides.
rephrase that, Mr. Technical. Can we force it open?
You may make a force check and try.
And it would require probably a lot of us to do it because it's a big bloody door.
Let's all do it together.
All right, all of you.
There's also
get-
wait. There's also the concern of what's on the other side. Because remember, he mentioned like aircraft and reapers and shit.
Okay, is there anywhere that we can get in? Like we are right next to this thing. There's got to be
Any
like a
obvious,
window or something,
like, side
Or an air
door
vent.
or access ports or
I
a
mean-
vent.
or a fucking window.
Every place needs an air vent or a sewer system.
Mika shrugs his.
I mean, we could knock.
Yes.
You want to
Let's
knock?
knock on the evil corporation's front door.
Are you mad? They will
No,
never
it would
open
certainly-
the door.
We're here to
We
blow
just-
it up anyway.
Let's just knock on the door. Say, hey, we found your lost chocobo.
All right, screw it. This idea is so ridiculous. I want to try it.
I was going to say force the door open or
I'll say-
kick it down, but sure.
Rocket, would
You
you,
want
like
the
to-
honors, my lady?
Knock knock.
Okay.
There.
Who's there?
We are.
Deaf. Deaf who? You're deaf.
Honestly, it would probably be suitable for Rocket to be the one knocking.
All right.
Is it
Rather
Rocket?
comic.
Would you like to do the honors?
All right, before we do that, let's get into position around Rocket. So whoever pokes their head out gets, a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Knock knock.
Set.
Okay. So
Okay.
go ahead and position yourselves real quick on the map.
I assume
Yeah,
Rocket we want to
could
be
you
front
not?
and center.
Mm.
You're actually going through with this
Well-
idea?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, Mika was joking, but all right. If you're
It could be fucking stupid, but honestly, it's so stupid we want to do it.
all right.
Right.
It's so stupid it may work.
Okay.
This is very rude. There's no
All right,
way in.
so- Okay,
Rocket.
so Rocket lifts up one of her mechanical legs and bangs on the door 3 times. Second passes.
4 times.
And then a couple of red light bulbs that you hadn't noticed on at the corners of the door begin to light up and twirl, the whirly lights, and you hear a loud alarm blaring. And then the door begins to
I cannot believe that works.
open up, and you are
Demolition
greeted
bird.
to a very large chamber. It's more empty than you're used to, Rocket, from the last time you were here. But you do see at the front of it a Magitech Reaper. And
Oh,
I'll just reveal the whole room to you guys.
Oh shit.
All right, so
Ooh.
Yep.
Reaper, Scientist, Deviacorp squads, that'll be 4. 2 Magic Deck turrets, you can take them out easily.
Yep. See here. The scientist, like, oh shit, and he turns and immediately bolts for the door.